one of the coolest things is playing on an international server, where if a guy from Germany, Russia, and the States, Canada, Brazil could be all in the same. I've had squads like that, all in the same squad at the same time, and some of these guys have been in the same been in the armed forces of their country. So you're fighting with guys from around the world who have been in the armed forces around the world, which is pretty. It's a pretty cool experience. We do have a lot of players who are either past, present, or currently past, present, or have served in their armed forces, which is, it's pretty cool that it does attract that kind of crowd, and that's a crowd we do prefer. We don't really, we're not catering towards a younger crowd, and we don't really, not that we don't want a younger crowd, but we're definitely catering.
It's more of like a hobbyist, enthusiast sort of.
Yeah, we're more catering towards a mature audience, I would say that. So yeah, but it's one of our guys who just he just signed up. He signed up like that was a year ago to be in the Royal Marines. His name's Duck Hunt. He's done a couple of the 3 or 4 of the maps in PR, and they're very, very popular maps. And
I know Duck's maps actually. Yeah.
Yeah, he's deployed now. He's in Afghanistan. He's traveling all over, and he's sending things like, oh, I gotta. What did he send, Chuck? He's like, I gotta stop.
Oh, he said
he's gotta stop thinking about making the map. He's gotta stop thinking about how he's gonna map this when he gets back.
He's like,
and pay attention to his job, or he's gonna get in trouble or something.
It's like he hopped off the plane and it's like, feels like I'm PR right now.
You should send him out there with a digital camera or something and take location shots just for future.
Oh, I told him, man, he's gotta bring loads of photographs back when he gets back.
Yeah, those are
one of the things, the way I kind of saw it was that just the fact that obviously the quote was comparing World War II, and we're talking about modern warfare, and I guess modern warfare is far more impersonal than it was in World War II. You're fighting from kilometers away using all kinds of artillery and machines and that kind of thing to engage from as far a distance as possible. Yet there is obviously also the close quarters combat, and I just want to know, like, do you think it's because the nature of the war was so different in World War II compared to now, is why I guess you're not really kind of finding people who are serving being offended by this kind of thing?
Yeah, I think the two wars, in my opinion, the two wars are held in different regard. World War II, I would say, is definitely more documented.
Yep.
And romanticized, I would say. And the people, it's funny. Like if I reference Battlefield 1942, the mod for 1942, Desert Combat.
Yep.
And in my opinion, the popularity of that mod got so popular because they were making a mod as the war was going on.
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing to happen. It's like the mod is being created as the war.
It's kind of
place.
Surreal when you think about it.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's very strange.
It's like going to the theater in the 50s and watching a war film about World War II with actual veterans starring in it.
That's right, because and I guess all the films in World War II, they were all about kind of the heroics and the sort of gung ho, and it was all kind of very Hollywood. And then it's only until a few years ago that you get films like Saving Private Ryan and series like Band of Brothers and that kind of thing. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of books written that take a completely different stance, but I guess for the general mass media, it's taken this long to actually get the proper view of how
I'm thinking
that war actually was.
How brutal.
Yeah, how brutal
to begin
it was.
with. The current, any war past Vietnam was never ever held in a romantic sort of view.
Yes.
As in, you never see movie reels of like current U.S. soldiers, charging in with 2 machine guns on each hand and mowing down insurgents and having a smoke afterwards.
I would hope that people who play our mod, I know it's not the same type of thing as Brothers in Arms, but I would hope they would get the sense of not what it's like to be there, but the brutality of it. You know what I mean? I hope people who play PR, in the end of the day, they would be like, it would not be fun to be in a war.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I wouldn't say the mod is pro-war, like glamorizing it, because just the amount of work it takes just to survive in the mod is very great, and even how it doesn't matter how careful you are, just you can get shot.
Yeah, this is going back to what I was saying before. It's like you probably wouldn't consider this to be fun. You would consider it to be
Yes.
extremely engaging and
Yes,
compelling
and that's
for a
why
whole bunch of different
I
reasons.
I like that aspect of it. I like the fact that it's not pro-war. It's not, hey, let's kill some Iraqis and we're awesome.
You don't get like the rock music fading in the background as
Yeah,
you're kind of
exactly.
riding in the APCs and that.